Boy, it's been a little while. I was thinking about that before we jumped on.
Yes.
I haven't had Coach Hooper on in a while. Coach, how are you?
Life is pretty darn good. It's getting near football time, and well, it's always been football time for us. We don't take much break, but it's getting ready to get officially started, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Right on. You got your son Kyle here with you. Kyle, how you doing, man?
I'm doing really good.
Happy to have you here, and boy, it's we want to start off first off something that and me and Kyle were just talking about it, beforehand, and I think we got Alex Ramirez coming along here in just a little bit.
Yes,
two of the guys that you're going to depend on big time heading into the season, but we haven't had very many 7-on-7 competitions that go on here in Otero County, and
right.
Something tonight that obviously came up, and you guys decided to get going on with Ruidoso, right?
Yeah. On that, we could host a 7-on-7 tournament and do that, but I have we had a lot of coaching to get done this year, and we've got some. There's a few positions that we're pretty young in, so it takes a lot of coaching, and when you're hosting a 7-on-7. Unfortunately, as a coach, you don't get to do a lot of your coaching because you're running the tournament, and so it's a lot easier for me just to go to these tournaments that are already in the college programs that put them on, so they're not coaching their players. That way, I can really concentrate on just coaching our kids. And Ruidoso, I think this year Ruidoso will be down tonight, and they're going to bring their team, and we're going to do some lineman one-on-ones and stuff, and do some 7-on-7. And it's not a tournament. It's just practice. It's someone else to practice against, and I think Ruidoso is going to be one of them good teams this year. I think this might be one of the better teams they've had in some time, and so it's going to be fun to go against someone else besides ourselves. We've done a lot of camps this summer, a lot of 7-on-7s. We started off with a bang, and it was great. We went down to ASU, and it was just a great trip. It really was. We competed. We played some of the best teams in the country, and at NAU. I mean, NAU. We played a couple of teams there were ranked top 10 in the country in the United States. So, and we played tough against them. And but I seen that as we're going through all these 7-on-7s, we keep growing, and then as we go into Highlands, started off pretty green, and then by the time the tournament started, we really started playing ball. And, we had lost a couple teams early, and then we played them in the tournament bracket, and we were really putting it to them. And it's amazing how it's exciting as a coach to watch these young kids grow and what they've done this summer. And people don't think summer's important. They're out of their mind because we don't have 5, 6, 7, 8 games to have these young men grow into a varsity football player, and that happens in the summer. And I'm pretty excited. We coach them pretty hard. There's no question about it because we're making sure these kids are ready to play on Friday nights. And it's been I don't know. I just thank God all the time for allowing me to do this. It's great.
So you feel, that the 7-on-7s, maybe not so much for guys like Kyle and Alex, the program, things like that, maybe for guys that need to get into the system, it's a lot bigger for that.
That is right. And it's nice because obviously everyone knows Alex is getting the ball a lot, so but it allows these other kids to get a chance to to do something and build that confidence up, because it's not Alex doesn't, he's 3 year he'll be a 3-year starter, and confidence isn't his problem. He knows that he could play with anyone, and that's the way I want my varsity players stepping on the field. By no means I want my varsity players going on the field talking smack or nothing like that, but I guarantee when they step on that field, they better know they're the best on that field, and that's what you're trying to get these young kids to do, because bottom line, we're here to win a state championship, and it starts on that first game Friday night against Valencia there, and we've got to be ready to play football. I was talking to these kids the other day, some of these seniors, and Kyle especially. It kind of got me a little emotional just thinking about it. This group of kids right here have done a lot of 7-on-7s. It's Kyle's been throwing varsity 7-on-7 for me as a coach since 8th grade. So 5 years I haven't had to worry about a quarterback. I've just been able to coach other positions and just coach them, and this is our last one Friday when we go to Eastern New Mexico, and that's our last tournament, and like I tell these seniors, this is the last one you'll ever go to, because when you go to college, if you're blessed enough to go play college football, you won't ever do a 7-on-7 tournament, and this is it. And so, it's kind of an emotional time, but it's been a blessing for sure.
Yeah. Alex, just got up on the mic there for me, man. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you, Charles?
Not too bad. So how's the 7-on-7 season gone for you? I saw both you and Kyle got highlighted on New Mexico Preps from the NIMI camp over the weekend. If you want to just talk about that one, how was the NIMI 7-on-7s for you guys?
It was good. I felt like we started off hot. I mean, me and Kyle were on the same page for the first couple of games. I think we played together as a team really well, but it's been going well so far.
What do you like best about the 7-on-7s?
Just the competition, just being 7-on-7, going against the DBs, it just gives you a better look.
Yeah. Kyle?
It lets us see who, and then we're also playing a bunch of people we play in the season. So, like, we were playing our TJ our first game, we went to like 4 overtimes or something like that. It was just really fun, and it helps our competition build a confidence in our team. That's what 7-on-7 does for our team, I think.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Coach.
Again, I see all these debates if 7-on-7's good or not. I guarantee they're unbelievable for team building. I knew last season when we played Mayfield in our 7-on-7 and we put it to them a little bit in that 7-on-7. I knew right then we were going to beat them in the season because our kid players had no doubt we were better. And I knew that. I knew that from that 7-on-7 in the summer. And, and it builds so much confidence. And I'm not going to say teams right now because I'm not going to do that. But I'll remind you later on.
All right,
I'll tell you. And it feels pretty good when our kids play these other teams. And we know right now, well, heck, they ain't got a chance. We're gonna take it to them. And, obviously, our biggest thing is to make sure we stay healthy, and God willing, we can stay healthy. That's crucial for our program. And but we have a lot of 3-year starters coming back, and a lot of these camps just aren't 7-on-7; they're lineman camps, and so we have our linemen competing, and our linemen, they're unbelievable. We have our offensive and defensive line are just men. They are flat out men. We have 4 returning starters on offensive line, and we got 3 on the defense.
We just picked up a new one.
And we just picked up a new one. Thank the Lord for the Air Force. We picked up another kid we're expecting big things out of, and I'm really excited about this year, and I'm excited to see what all these seniors that have been playing, and almost all of them have been starting for us for 3 years. We have a bunch of kids, 3-year starters, and it's a special group of seniors, that's for sure. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if they lead, and we'll know what kind of great leadership they have next year when they're bringing up this next crop of seniors.
Yeah.
So
well, and Kyle, I got to think. I know expectations were high last year, but this year, obviously, the switch to 5A and the new district and things like that. You guys, I'm sure you're very confident about what you're doing, but to kind of be in that role where people are talking about you as state title contenders this year, I mean, does that feel any different going into this season, or doesn't really matter to you guys?
No, well, that's our main goal too. So like the expectations, that's our expectations as well. So it just fits right in what we're going. And every year, like since we've got every year, our expectations have gotten better and better. And I think that's how it should be. And next year, maybe they'll have higher expectations than this year we had. And so I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. Alex, I mean, for you, when you look at the expectations for the team, I mean, I know every single one of you guys wants to go out there and compete in the postseason and have a chance to win a state title. I mean, does this year, going into this season this summer, feel any different, or is it just, hey, we're putting in work and we're ready for the start of the year?
Yeah, just nothing different. We've always had high expectations, so it's nothing really different.
Yeah. How do you feel like, for guys, and Coach, I'll ask you, as many guys you've got coming back, there are definitely some big players from last year that graduated. Mm-hmm. For guys that are having to come in and fill in different spots, are you seeing some players that are really stepping up? And
we do. Yeah. Yes. There's some kids. I can tell you right now, I can start naming some kids that people may not know from, because Friday nights they haven't seen them, but they watch some JV games, they will. But there's some kids that come Hayes Hill. I'm expecting great things out of that young man. He don't care. Traffic, it don't matter. He's going to grab a football. I'm really proud of Hayes Hill. If he keeps his attitude and his work ethic like it is right now, he's going to be pretty special this year. Another one is Johnson, David Johnson. I can't tell you. Right now, he hasn't been around the last couple of weeks, but we can't wait to get him back. But this young man, he's a great basketball player too. So people might know him from the basketball courts. But wow, is he pretty special? We have some other young men. We have a Colin, another JV player that's really played a lot of this summer. And I think the biggest one is our future quarterback, and has been moved to wide receiver to get a lot of reps at wide receiver, so it's helping him in both this year. And is Tom Turnbull. The kid's he's just a natural athlete. I can't believe he's only going to be a sophomore, and I promise you I don't treat him like that. I coach him pretty darn hard, and but when he actually catches the football, the kid's just natural. He's a natural. He's pretty special young man. Defensively, obviously we moved Scotty, who was one of our best D linemen. We moved him to Mike linebacker because we graduated them linebackers, and so that was a big hole in our defense. Is filling those positions, and we've done a pretty good job moving people around. We have a Treat, John Treat. The kid's amazing. If you look at Treat, he's probably 150 pounds. I don't know, but he's repping 315 on squats. It's amazing. That kid, his heart and his ability, he's going to make a big name for himself this year too. And Alex Alton and Jacob Gerber. I could brag an hour on those two. They're amazing. Some other kids, we have Mike at corner. Who else do we have? Josh Richardson. I expect a lot out of them, and of course, we got our varsity players coming back as always. Yeah, our D line. I try to get a hold of Rhett to see if he can make it here too. I wanted Rhett. I'll bring him in next time. Rhett's been an animal all summer. I tell you right now, he's a hard man to block, and it was exciting to watch him at ASU. I go in there and ASU, they're inside the dome. We're out in the heat. I'm getting heat stroke that night, and but anyway, yeah, it was hot. Yeah, boy. It was hot. But anyway, so I go to the dome and I'm watching Rhett, and Rhett is just. Oh, him and Santi and Nebraska Roush, they're tearing people up, man. It was exciting to watch. It's a lot of fun, especially when for instance, Rhett was going against this one player out over there. He's already got multiple D1 offers and just whooping them. It's exciting. Our kids, yeah, they're men. I really believe when they step on the field, they feel. They're second to no one, and I'm proud of that. How far we've came and since I've been here, it's
yeah. I mean, and you talk about the weight room being one of the big things, and the improvements that have been made there. I mean, Alex, I'll ask you that. We talk about the competition, the 7-on-7s, and Kyle as well. The weight rooms, I got to feel like a big competition part for you guys as well. I mean, what talk about the environment of the weight room and how important that is for the team.
It's really important. I mean, the bond we have in there, we have music going, everybody's working hard, everybody wants to get bigger, stronger, faster. I mean, it helps a lot, and it's a big factor for us.
Kyle?
Yeah, everyone, it's where we build our team, I think. I think in the weight room is where we build our team and and we get that bondness together, our brotherhood, where we're fighting for each other. And I think it's all in that weight room. Because if you ever go in there, if you get a chance, you'll just see what we are, and that's where our team is. That's how I think that determines our success in the season is all in that weight room, and we definitely really work hard in there.
I know that's something, Coach, you've preached since you got here. I mean, you feel like that's, the work that you put in when nobody's watching is the work that's going to count late when you get to the season, right?
Absolutely. I can't stress the weights enough of what we do in our off season. You got people, you maybe don't understand, but right now is when we win our games. It's not come August 1st. That's not when we win. We win right now. And it's the off season, what we build, because August 1st, it's too late now to build what this 3-4 months have done. What these kids come in and work, and if you could just see how hard they work, it's amazing. I've in the years past, I've always had to go on whistles and stuff like that. And these kids my two kids here, they don't even know this, but I haven't had to do that this year. I don't have to. I go in that weight room, man, they're rocking. If I tell them this is your workout right here, boom, 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 we our kids get a chant before we enter the weight room. We enter the weight room with running, and they flat out work. It's an amazing thing. It is. Our squats, our power cleans, it's not even the same category. When you look at like our maxes from 4 years ago when I got here, okay, and that was after I'd been here for a few months. When you look at our maxes there, our strongest kid on our team at that time, Treat, my middle linebacker, 145 pounds, would have been my strongest kid on our team in the weight room.
Wow.
And that it's a pretty amazing thing when I see that. I look at that and I look, man, Treat would have been our strongest kid at 140 pounds 4 years ago.
And that means that your freshmen and your JV kids are in there working just as hard as the varsity.
Yeah,
Good
our
darn
whole team's in there
our whole
working.
team, our freshmen are working too. And so imagine what they're going to be in 4 years. And by the way, our freshman group, they're pretty special. They're monster big. Yeah, so we're excited about that group of kids too. So
Yeah, that's got. I mean, I want to mention again, 7-on-7 tonight, 6 p.m. Probably your only chance to watch the Tigers play 7-on-7 unless you're going to travel out to Portales this weekend.
That's right.
So make sure you get out there, support the Tigers. It's hard to believe, guys. Are you excited that we're only a couple weeks away from the start of official practices beginning?
Oh,
Kyle?
yeah. Oh, we're ready. We're ready. We're definitely ready for it.
Alex?
yeah.
Oh, we're ready.
Yeah. Finally, and I guess it's about a month until we get to put on pads and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, it's not that long. It's a few days after, but we go half pads anyway. It's so darn hot, but we go half pads. I don't need my kids killing each other, but because I think that's different when you have kids that don't want to hit. Our kids want to hit. I don't have to worry about that. And by the way, our scrimmage, I got to talk a little bit about that. I know the schedules are out, but that for whatever reason they the scrimmage that's not what we're doing. Our scrimmage is August 12th, 4 o'clock. Las Cruces here.
Oh, okay, cool.
So make sure everyone knows that out there, and it is that time of the year for me again. I'm out fundraising and working on getting our gold cards done this year, and I'm doing it myself this year. And then also I'm getting our signs, so if people want to put some advertisement up on our football game, football field, they can get a hold of me at the school, and I'd appreciate it.
I got to at least mention that. I got to ask the guys first. Did you guys have fun doing that photo shoot with the seniors?
Oh, yeah.
I saw the photo there, and credit to Vince Flores and his photography company. He's really done a great job in terms of the quality of the photos that he's put out recently.
Did you see the new ones they just put out with Alex and these guys?
Where they got like the heavy tools and things like that.
No, we just did one.
It was amazing.
2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and him helping us putting that stuff out for Pride, it's amazing. Vince Flores does a great job. So
yeah. I mean, when you guys are taking the photos, and I'm sure you're going through the process, but when you see them at the end, are you just amazed?
Oh yeah, we're just excited because we all look good, So come on, it's just fun, and I can't thank Vince enough. What he does for us, and it's just really nice.
Yeah.
And when he can make this group look good, holy moly! Just kidding.
I know. Alex said he doesn't need that much help, right? But I mean, when you get to see those photos, is that kind of a cool thing for you?
Yeah, they look awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely a fun thing for you guys. Something else you got to be excited about this year. You don't have to worry about kicker going into this year either, do you?
Oh man, money is the man. Oh,
not only that, you got a kicker and you've got a stat taker now as well.
That is right.
Yeah.
That is right. Yeah. We Mr. Money and yeah, it's nice all around. That's all I can say. Mr. Money will be doing our stats for us, and then we have Cameron too. Going to be out there kicking for kickoffs and stuff. And even though right now Lil Money's dang near putting him in end zone on kickoffs, I'm pretty excited. Well, that helps defense a whole lot. We get that end zone every time.
You want to protect him a little bit though. I mean, so you had him out there as an eighth. As a freshman, you want to
I joke with him all the time. When he's taught these soccer, I said, "Son, you get her in that soccer, I'm gonna have to pull you." Of course, I am joking, but yeah, because he's pretty special young man. And yeah.
I know that's got to feel good because kicking has been definitely a challenge for
all of them. Of course, I'm gonna take all the credit for Money kicking. I just don't coach him. I say, Money, good job. Because he knows everything about what he's doing. And he's
went down to Oregon, won it.
Yeah, went down to Oregon, won that one down there. He's special, and I think he'll come in. He should probably be a freshman All-American right now. So. Wow. Yeah, as a kicker, that's as a freshman, just amazing.
Yeah, that's very cool. Kyle, I mean, we do want to. You guys are both seniors this year. Kyle, I know that you've had obviously a lot of schools looking at you. I mean, can you tell us in terms of recruiting process and things like that, what's going on there?
Yeah, well, I got a couple offers and some schools looking at me, but I'm undecided. I hopefully get some more offers in, but that's not really on my mind right now. My mind's on the season right now. And with the colleges, I don't worry about that. It's wherever the Lord wants me, and that's how my mindset about it all.
Alex, I got to feel like going to these 7-on-7s at the universities, ENMU, NIMI. That's an opportunity for you to shine in some of these universities to get a look at you. Is that how you feel sometimes going into it?
Yeah, it's got me some looks, and I've been blessed to have that.
Do you have, football, baseball, or is there one that you prefer over the other, or is it just whatever works best for you?
Whatever. Yeah.
But I have to imagine. Both you guys are going to be playing college sports somewhere. I mean, we look at the talent level of these two guys, and there's plenty of other guys. That's something else that over the last few years, and we saw of course Hunter and Julian heading off to college, and we've had
by the way, Julian is an all-star game too.
Okay, that's right. That was a late addition into there, right? Yeah. I think we had mentioned that, but. You've had so many young men that have had the opportunity to play after high school, and these two guys obviously feel like they're going to do that. And I'm sure there's some other seniors that you feel like are going to have that opportunity too, right?
Yeah, I do. We have a pretty special group of seniors, and but when you think about it, and I know our community's excited to come watch us, and I hope they all come out to watch us. And like these two men here, they're the best in the state in their positions, and they're right here in Alamo. They're Alamo kids, and it's a great opportunity to come watch, and they can see what Alamo's putting out, and we got some good ones. And not just these two, we got some other seniors I'm going to put with anyone in the state of New Mexico, and anybody, because I tell you, our boys will hang, and they're okay. We got some talent on our team this year, and again, key is keeping these boys healthy, and that's where it starts in the weight room.
It's going to be a fun schedule this year. I mean, obviously, Artesia back again here in Alamogordo this year, and you guys are going to get both Roswell and Goddard on the schedule this year.
And both of them. I think our schedule will be pretty much the bracket for 5A.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, our schedule is pretty tough. People, I know we're sad that we didn't get Mayfield on our schedule and stuff, but our schedule, wow, it's pretty brutal. It is brutal. I tell you what, Valencia and Los Lunas are going to be two tough games right there. Valencia, I think, is going to be improved dramatically, and I know Los Lunas will. And we've got Los Lunas here. Pius, Artesia, Goddard, and Roswell, I think, are some of the best teams in the state. So right there's the top 5 in the state, including us, right there. So it's going to be.
I'd say a game that I've circled on the calendar is the Deming game at the end of the season, because I know that's going to be a big-time rivalry game.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We got to get there, and I know we'll be taking a few extra pet buses, and we're going to load that place up.
Yeah, that'll be for the district championship.
Yes.
I think we can probably feel
Yes, we've got to take care of business. I think Sanity, I think, they got a lot of talent down there at Santa Teresa. I'll watch some film on them, and we'll see how they do throughout the year. So we'll see.
Yeah, and by the way, no disrespect to Chaparral.
Oh gosh,
Teresa.
no.
Yeah, I don't want to say that.
No, I don't know. Chaparral, we don't know nothing about, because they graduated 20-some seniors, and so it's like I don't have any JV film on them, so it's kind of tough to judge them what they're going to be doing. They started almost all seniors last year. They're a pretty good group last year. So
yeah, they got 5 or 6 wins last year. That was
that was huge for them. Yes, it was.
Yeah, so that's you just as you can see with this program, starting from 1-9 4 years ago.
Oh man, let's not bring that one up.
Well,
oh, man.
But I think it's also worth looking at where you've been.
That's right.
To where it's at now, and what it's taken to get here.
That's right.
I mean, Kyle, I mean, you can see what it's taken. I mean, as you were with the team as a freshman, Alex, you as well. I mean, all the hard work and everything it's taken to get to this point, does that make this senior year even a little bit more special for you?
Oh yeah, definitely. The senior group, we're a tight knit. Like, for example, if you see us hanging out, I'll be with our team. I don't know how to explain it. We're just all as our best friends, and we've definitely been working to build this program, and that's our main goal. And build the program and leave it better than where it was. So, like next year, we expect them to be better than we are this year. And I think that's what we're trying to do, and I think we're doing a pretty good job at it.
Yeah, Alex, I mean, how do you feel about heading into your senior year and the journey to get here? I mean, how do you look at it?
I feel like this senior group is just special. I mean, we've been around each other for 4 years. We've been with Coach Hooper since he's been here, so I feel like we've created that bond together, and the chemistry's there all together. So I feel really confident.
Yeah, I do want to mention one thing that's definitely changed. I remember. I don't know if it was 2 years ago or last year when Kyle first came into the radio.
Oh, don't even go there. But I was so nervous.
You were so nervous, but I feel like, again, the confidence you have now and the way you talk about your team, and I know, Coach, you've got to be proud of that. But I mean, Kyle, it's a compliment more than anything else. And Alex, the same way. I mean, we've had you in a couple of times now, and you guys are just comfortable to be in this situation. Media talks to you and comes out. I mean, I know Kyle Henderson has talked to both of you guys plenty of times, and to be able to speak eloquently about your team. I think that's a cool thing. So good on you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate it,
Coach. I'm sure that's something that's a little bit of pride for you, right?
Yes, it is. And I was thinking the same thing. So
yeah. All right. Well, 7-on-7 tonight. Want to mention it again. It's at 6:00, Tiger Stadium. Bring lots of water with you. It's still going to be hot.
It's going to be hot. Yes.
So make sure you got water. Maybe bring an umbrella. Shade yourself a little bit. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and we want to see a lot of folks out there this evening.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Yes. Thank you, Charles.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for everything.